What's up everybody, George here from GP Lifestyle, and in today's video guys I'll be going over 5 body parts you should never shave to help you make better grooming decisions. As always gentlemen, there is a video summary with timestamps linked in the description if you guys like to review certain points on this list. Without further delay, let's get started. Number 1 on this list, I do not mean to insult your intelligence, and that is eyebrows. Now, for some reason there is still a group of guys out there, a bunch, that still do not groom their eyebrows. I don't understand why. It is not feminine. You have eyebrows and you're meant to have 2 of them, not 1. Now I understand that shaving is a quick and easy method to remove the hairs that would create a unibrow. But the problem here is that you run the risk of ingrowns. Just like shaving any other body part, you run the risk of ingrowns. But here is what makes it worse. Not only are these ingrowns dead center middle of your face, which is going to be pleasant looking to everybody around you, including yourself. The second thing is that if you shave the hair in between your eyebrows, it is going to look thicker. The thing is here, when you pluck out a hair, you are pulling out the entire hair length. The problem is here, when you are shaving it, you are creating a cross section of the hair, which is basically creating eyebrow stubble. Stubble down here, no problem. Stubble right here, big problem. Now this thing here is, guys, it is so simple to get properly groomed eyebrows. All you do, take a pair of tweezers. You just gotta landmark it a little. So use that middle of your nostril between the tip of your nose and the end of your nose as boundaries. You find the middle, you go all the way up on both sides, and that is the boundary. Pluck every hair in between there and don't worry about the other outside, inside of your eyebrow. If you guys want, I can do a full eyebrow grooming tutorial. It's actually quite simple, and this was basically like half of it done already. And guys, don't, for the love of God, shave your eyebrows. Number 2 on this list, I had a bad experience with when I was a young little chap, and that is your groin. I understand now manscaping has basically become the only form of men's grooming, but there's still guys out there who don't manscape, which will leave them in their hermit-like cave. Now I understand here that you want to get smooth down here, feeling clean. But the problem is if you shave your pubic hair, oh my God, the amount of ingrowns that you will get, because they're not like facial hair or head hair or any other kind of hair. These like to grow in whatever direction that they most certainly please. And if you're not shaving it in the same direction and being super careful, making sure you don't get razor burn, you don't get any bumps, you don't get any redness, you will suffer from ingrowns. And since it is damp, dark, and there's always constant friction down there between you walking and between you having a pair of underwear on, a pair of pants on, you are going to develop a rash most likely from a lot of razor burn, ingrowns, and just overall chafing. Guys, save yourself the trouble. Just get your grooming tool or a pair of hair clippers. Take off the guard so it is on a 0 or 1 millimeter or 3 millimeter, and just trim it all down, because here you're still leaving a microscopic length, like 1 millimeter or 3, of hair that is still penetrating the skin. You're still going to get that smooth, natural, clean look, but you're not going to have to deal with all the rest of this nonsense. And I know I might be oversharing right now, but I've been doing this for years now, and I have not once experienced a single ingrown hair from trimming instead of shaving down there. Number 3 on this list, I think the majority of the guys here learned this the hard way, and that is to never shave your chest hair. Now, much like the bad boys below the belt, these hairs tend to grow in whatever direction they please. And a lot of times, if you don't have that thick, full, bushy, curly chest hair, you're going to have the ones that I sort of look like they have been permanently slicked down. And the problem is when you're shaving your chest hair is that, again, there is a lot of friction and contact here in between clothing. And the thing is, again, chest hair likes to grow in whatever direction they please. And if you're not super careful and super precise with your shaving, you will get ingrown hairs and pimples. I've seen so many guys that are my friends or some, or just a lot of guys that I've seen even at the gym or right in high school who have shaved their chest hair. They just break out a lot because of the heat, of the friction, and how much the skin is not breathing. It is not meant to be shaved. Simple thing here to do is, like, again, just take off the attachment on your grooming tool or on your pair of clippers and just go 1 to 3 millimeters, and you'll basically be set with no problem with your chest hair. Guys, if you have ever shaved your chest hair in the past, you know how bad of an itchy, red, bumpy mess it looks. And that is just going to kill your confidence with your lady, or if you are going to be taking your shirt off to show off your gains. Nothing says I don't know what I'm doing than a muscular chest covered in pimples. and ingrowns. Oh. Number 4 on this list just goes to no surprise, and that is don't shave your legs. I don't know what it is, but sometimes guys during the summertime, or if they're in great shape, they like to shave their legs to show off more muscle. This is very suspect. Very, very suspect. Now, if you're going to have to shave your legs, yeah, don't. It looks way too much. It looks super unnatural and super forced. Then again, I would only recommend shaving your leg hair if the leg hair is insanely long. Like, you have those guys out there who basically have hairy muttons for legs, and if that's the case for you, then just simply put your grooming tool on a 1mm or 2mm or a 0mm and just shave off the bulk of your leg hair so you still look natural. It doesn't look like you actually forced you to shave your legs to have that sort of very feminine, very metrosexual look. And then again, you're going to save yourself the pain of any ingrowns, any itching, any redness. I personally hate shaving. I don't even shave my face. I even just line up my beard under here with a liner, and that's it. So guys, personally, if you're going to trim or shave your leg hair, trim it with a 1mm or 3mm guard, and you will be safe. Number 5 on this list is just as bad as leg hair, and that is arm hair. Now, do I have to really repeat myself here? Is that, again, if your arm hair is not super long, now we're not talking about armpit and a little bit up here, that is completely fine to shave because of aftershave, and a lot of antiperspirants also have that anti-rash thingamajiggy in it. I forgot what's the ingredient called, but then again, arm hair here, it's, again, if your arm hair is not super long and bulky and thick, just trim it down with like 3mm so it looks like you have naturally shorter arm hair. It's a little more natural. It's not super suspect or super metrosexual. And then again, if you are a muscular guy and you want to show off some of your gains, yeah, definitely go trim the shoulder hair completely down, because the up here trapped neck and shoulder, it can get hairy. You can get those like strands of hairs that are super long. Yeah, definitely go ahead and trim all those down. But we're talking forearms and a little bit onto the bicep. I've yet to see anybody who has hairy biceps. Definitely just trim down all the bulk, but leave that little bit of the hair poking through the skin so you don't have to, so you can avoid turning into a red, pimply, itchy mess. Because a lot of times when guys shave anything but their face, they tend to really fuck it up and really overcompensate for it. If I'm insulting your intelligence or your ability, I'm sorry. But if you're good at your manscaping game with a razor, by all means. But if you're not, for the love of God, take the safe and easy route. That's it for me today, guys. Those are my top 5 body parts that guys should really never shave. If you guys are interested and want me to do a full men's body grooming tutorial, and as well as a separate tutorial for properly grooming men's eyebrows, if you guys are interested in that, drop it in the comments down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and consider subscribing to this channel, because on this channel I teach you how to become the best version of yourself by teaching you how to dress better, how to look better, and ultimately how to be better. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.